Hey everyone, finish watching the next episode of Los Luchadores, the Pyramid of Doom. Everything is normal until a pyramid-shaped spacecraft lands near a campsite. Lobo and Turbine are training with Maria. Suddenly, the mayor contacts Lobo and tells him an entire campsite of people have disappeared. They rush to the scene and look for clues. They find a suspicious footprint and one person, a little girl, Anne. She's deaf and can only communicate with sign language. Luckily, Lobo knows sign language. She tells him monsters kidnapped everyone. She hands Turbine a device that emits an ear-splitting sound. Lobo deduces Anne wasn't captured because the monsters use this sound to distract and subdue everyone. They track the footprints to the pyramid ship. They see the aliens loading people on board. Anne sees her mother and runs after her. Maria chases Anne and both get locked inside. Lobo and Turbine are outside, behind an electrical field. They can't think of any way around, so they just force open the door and suffer through electric shocks. Inside the ship are hieroglyphic designs across the walls. Lobo scans them and sends them to Laurent back at their base. He discovers they're Aztec and Mayan and tell the story of ancient astronauts kidnapping ancient people. Lobo and Turbine find canisters holding the kidnapped people in stasis. They hide and see Maria and Anne were caught. They overhear the leader say they're Martian. Lobo and Turbine jump out and free Maria and Anne. Turbine activates the sound-emitting device, apparently forgetting how it affected themselves earlier. The aliens laugh. It doesn't affect them, only humans. Lobo and Turbine are tied up. Turbine taps Lobo's wrist communicator and contacts Laurent. He sends out an electrical charge that zaps a nearby control console. They then break out of their binds. They could have just done that before, but I guess we needed Laurent to do something. Lobo disguises as one of the aliens, and Maria sneaks through shafts. They meet up at the ship's bridge and attack the alien leader. They take out the aliens, but not before he activates an autopilot to return to their home planet. Lobo sees there's a detachable luggage section of the ship. He fights past the leader and joins everyone else. They watch as the aliens leave Earth. Everyone is freed, and Anne thanks the Luchadores. Another sci-fi themed episode. I'm kinda surprised. 2 episodes focus on setting up earthly threats, and then 2 with possibly one-off aliens. These aliens tie in specifically with the theory that ancient cultures were influenced by astronauts, in this case the Aztec and Maya. The pyramid ship is designed more to look like the ones from Latin America rather than Egyptian. A darker, and also a bit silly, implication here is that the ancient Aztec and Maya disappeared due to being kidnapped and possibly eaten by the aliens. This is the first episode where Maria gets a big role. She gets to join the fights with Lobo and Turbine, but also she has her own subplot about protecting Anne. Anne's plot is similar to a character from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers episode, A Different Drum. There also, a deaf girl was unaffected by an auditory attack and leads the heroes to rescue those that were affected. I like this episode, but there's a few clunky bits. The biggest is Lobo and Turbine being locked out of the ship. I expected Lobo to come up with a clever plan, but instead the solution is just forcing the door open and getting shocked. It works, but feels out of place in a show where brute force isn't usually the answer. The aliens here, aside from the leader, have interesting looks. They wear helmets that look like a cross between the Piranhatrons from Power Rangers Turbo and the Silurians from Doctor Who. They all have purple spandex with black straps and belts. Some also dress in chef outfits, complete with red ascots and tall white chef hats. Those, though, are probably just for comedic effect. The alien leader has a classic BEM design, big-eyed monster. He has light purple skin, gritted teeth, and big black eyes. He also has awkwardly long fingers, a trait not shared among the other aliens. At the end, Anne signs something to Turbine. He thinks it's a compliment, but then everybody laughs. I'm assuming she calls him funny or something, but I don't know much sign language. The girl who played Anne was Chantel Strand. She had some roles before this episode. She's best known for her voice acting career. Most notably, she was Cassie in Dragon Tales and Diamond Tiara in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Pretty fun episode, but I'm hoping for a return to the Whelp. I hope we get a few more sci-fi episodes spread evenly throughout the series, though. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya!